Everybody, Low Jockey here, and I got a question. Are you ready to become a Hirschbach Lease driver? Are you ready? Do you have what it takes? Do you think you do? Well, I'm going to share some of my thoughts, see if you can help make that decision if you want to try the whole lease purchase program. Hirschbach has a pretty good one, and I don't know, so far so good. I've been with the company 4 months, and I'm just trying to pass on some information, see if I can help some people. I know on Sundays, and people are at orientation. Maybe they got some questions, or if you're about to make an appointment and schedule orientation. Just some things to have in mind. So, are you ready to be a Hirschbach lease operator? The first thing is the whole mindset. You want to think like a boss. You cannot think like an employee anymore. You cannot think like wherever you came from, you're a company driver. They give you a truck. They tell you the route. They give you a fuel car. You can go get fuel, do whatever you want to do. Can't think like that. Also, you have to think about it. This is a truck like it is your truck. If you complete the payments, it will be yours if you choose to do so. So starting now, you have to choose your home time wisely. If you were just starting as an owner-operator with a truck that you bought from Volvo or Freightliner or wherever the heck you get the truck from, the last thing you're thinking about is going home every weekend. All right? You got to get some money squared away. You got to be smart with your money also. Might not want to go out there buying a whole bunch of Harley Davidson motorcycles, or like me, I got a car in the garage that nobody in my family can drive because it's a manual, but I'm still paying insurance on it even though I'm out here. Not the smartest move, so I got to work on that too. Since you're thinking like a boss, small things can hurt you. If you get a speeding ticket, that could hurt you. You're paying for something that's very expensive to you, the driver, is going to count against Hirschbach, especially if a state trooper pulls you over. So you want to think smart. The trucks do 68 miles an hour. So the chances are you getting a speeding ticket are kind of slow. Unless you're just flying through school zones and work zones and places where, the speed are low. So a lot of people do that when their trucks are slow as hell. Prime. Can I have an accident of any kind when you're a Hirschbach? Okay? Yeah, the whole truck is covered, maintenance thing, but if you keep going having accidents, I'm thinking they'll probably dissolve your contract. So if you're accident prone or wherever you are and you come into Hirschbach, you knocked a few mirrors off of people's trucks, you might want to get your skills together. And when you're out here, you really got to do the pre-trip on the truck. You got to check the tires, not with a tire thumper, with an air pressure gauge. You got to keep in mind that everything that holds you up or slows you down is affecting your money. So think like a boss. Do everything. Kind of like slow down everything. Because sometimes going slow and smooth is actually going fast. You know what I mean? Think smart about how you run these runs. And I want to talk about some of that too. But first, let me tell you some facts about Hirschbach before you get here. Before you even come over here and try to turn and run. It's a reefer truck. Reefer truck. Right now, you can't hear the reefer because it's on start-stop mode. But at any moment, it can come on. Now, it could jolt you in your sleep. It's generally somewhat, I'm not going to say it's super noisy, but it's making a sound. Nobody want to park beside you. Put it like that. You're a reefer driver. A lot of things come with reefer. Sometimes there are long sitting and waiting periods, waiting for product to be put together to put on the back of your truck. So keep that in mind. You are deemed to be an independent contractor. I don't like to say independent contractor. I like to say you're an independent driver, because as an independent contractor, I can take my truck and go wherever I want to go. But this is a in-company lease kind of action, okay? Also, truck maintenance. They take the truck maintenance, they take it out of your check, and they put it into a big pool. They take all the Hirschbach lease drivers, put their money into a check. They put it into a pool, so if something should happen to one of the trucks and need a major repair, they can take from that funds and fix that truck. If you can't handle that, or if that gives you heartburn, don't come to Hirschbach, because you're not getting it back. Even if you never had a flat tire, your truck don't break down, whatever that money is not coming back to you. Can you stomach that? Can you live that down? There's no load boards over here. No load boards. So Whenever the loads are coming in, you're trusting your driver manager and your dispatcher to give you the best load for the area where you are. I mean, you can turn the loads down. There's no forced dispatch, but there's definitely no load board for you to choose. And even if you did have a load board, are you good at planning your routes and scheduling? You might cause yourself to fail. Anyway, they got people for that. Speaking of people, instead of Qualcomm, it's PeopleNet. Nothing too crazy. Something that you can learn. But the main thing is to master electronic logs no matter what. You can't turn the truck off, run into the truck stop, and you forgot, oh, I should have put it off duty. You keep doing that, you're killing yourself. Maybe you don't correct it. Maybe you don't tell nobody, and you just run out of hours. You know, you're doing small things like that to shoot yourself in the foot. So you got to be aware of things like that. But anyway, PeopleNet, that's what they use. Again, no forced dispatch, but they will try to encourage you to take it. Like I said, since you don't have a load board, are they lying to you? Are they telling you the truth? Can you stomach that? All right. Now, the final thing to do before you think about coming to Hirschbach, give yourself a self-eval. Now, I don't know how you found out about Hirschbach. Could it be one of these driver recruiters that say you can make $1,500 to $2,000 a week? You can make that kind of money. But you cannot make that kind of money if, number one, inside you know that you're a late person. You don't wake up on time. You don't go to sleep on time. You don't do anything on time. You're not going to make that kind of money out here. So, are you able to be on time? You can't teach being on time. You can go to college for all the years you want. They do not have a curriculum on being on time, being responsible. There's no such course because they can't teach that. Just like they can't teach an athlete speed. You can't teach how fast somebody can run fast. You can't teach speed. You can't. Also, you got to be a smart runner. Very smart. Use your brakes wisely. A thing that I like to do to keep me moving is, since they mandate me to take a 30-minute break, I try to take a 30-minute break at a truck stop where I have shower credits. So that way, when I take my break, I run inside, I take a shower. I mean, you're getting relaxed, you're taking a shower, and you're taking a break at the same time. That's something you can think about. Also, when you take that shower in the middle of your route, it gives you the opportunity to park anywhere. You can park at a TA, a Petro, or whatever, or side of the road, whatever. You know, if you got to be looking for a shower at night, you start limiting what you can do. You want to drive your routes the shortest you can drive from point A to point B. Okay? If you're a terrible planner at routing yourself, you might want to work on that before you come to Hirschbach. You got to be self-motivated. You know, sometimes they're going to give you these runs that you got to make decisions about, you know. It might be an 800-mile run, give you 2 days to do it. Are you going to run 200 miles the first day and 600 the second day? Or the opposite? Or are you going to try to split it in half? Me personally, I recommend running as far as you can that first day, because that second day, you might be ahead of the game. They might reroute you. They might drop a load somewhere. They might repower that load and give it to one of these lazy drivers, and you can take the next one and go make more money. So always run hard. That's some advice I can give you. Just run hard, and everything will work out for you. Just because I ran hard, some places you get to, they might take it early for any circumstance. Not at Walmart. That's where I am. Not Walmart. And don't have too many restrictions, man. You got people that say, I don't drive at night. I don't drive above Tennessee. I don't drive west of I-35. I don't drive east of I-35. I only drive I-10. Are you that guy? If you're that guy, don't come here, bro. Hirschbach is a Midwest. Everything starts in the middle, branches out, come back to the middle. You come back to the heartbeat. The heartbeat is the Midwest. We run meat. If you're a vegan, don't come over here, because we killing animals over here, bro. We got heads of cattle. We got heads of pigs, chickens, and whatever other meats that you want to eat out there. Fish, whatever it may be. So if you got some kind of problem with that, don't come to Hirschbach. But if nothing that I said but a couple of things rub you the wrong way, then come on over, man. Now's the time. Springtime. So if you say, hey, I don't run in certain areas, whatever, it's springtime. Not so much snow. We'll be having tornadoes and rain and lightning next, but it's always something as far as the weather. But hey, man, I've been here 4 months. I'm starting to get this thing turning, all right? On one of the future videos I'm going to make, I'm going to talk about the hacks and tricks that I use to get as many miles as I can. And we got to stop this whole, oh, it's 3,000 miles a week thing that we do to ourselves. Because sometimes that just doesn't work. Sometimes it's not realistic. When it's a blizzard outside, when it's snowstorms, how are you going to actually get 3,000 miles a weekend? You got to think smart. So when the money's here, go after the money. So if it's summertime, run it hard as you can. When the wintertime comes, hey, you can stay at home another day because you ain't like you're going to make a ton of money when the roads are closed down. And I started 2 weeks before Christmas. So I got me some good wintertime figuring out what's going on, okay? And then the competition starts to get more because everybody has restrictions. And when the spring comes, they'll go to different places like Denver where they wouldn't normally go. So you got more drivers in the area. Things run a little bit differently. Anyway, I don't want to ramble too much. Like I said, I'm going to make another video. If you like this one, give me a thumbs up. I need like 10 likes. I'm being cheap. Let me get 10 likes. Leave me some comments in here too. If you work for Hirschbach and you don't agree with what I said, drop me a comment. I mean, I'm on the Hirschbach Facebook thing. That's a good place to get some information if you're a driver. But still, even at Hirschbach, they have a turnover because maybe people didn't know certain things about the company, and after they found out, they got scared or something ran them off. But anyway, it's a lease payment. So even when you go home, you still owe a payment on the lease. Just like when you're on the road, even though you're not at home, you still got to pay rent on that apartment. So don't think of it, don't create it as like, hey, even though I'm not using the truck, I still got to pay for it. Your car at home, you don't drive it, they still want that payment on it first. It's the same thing, man. Okay, but just get yourself into a routine, and in about 3-4 months, you will figure this thing out, and you will see how easy it is. All right? Hirschbach is not a bad place. The maintenance program is better than anybody's out there. I mean, it's a little catch to it. You're getting a brand new truck, it shouldn't be too many maintenance problems. But they're smart. You got to think like the big companies. You can go to all these other big companies. Nobody's buying trucks. They're leasing them, bro. They lease the truck, and when the maintenance problems come in, they're out of there and go get another new truck. How come you can't do what they're doing to make money? Okay? So maybe the lease is not the bad thing. But you got some other companies out there, you know, when you lease their trucks, it already got 500,000 miles on a truck. Not here, bro. If it got 500,000 miles over here, I don't know what the hell is going on. Somebody must want to keep that truck. So I don't want to ramble too much. But anyway, are you ready for Hirschbach? Are you ready to come to Hirschbach? Are you? Don't lie to me. You might want to think twice. If some of these things I told you make you feel a certain way or whatever, get some more information. All right? But anyway, orientations are on Mondays and Wednesdays. Hopefully, we'll see you there. Also, if you see me on the road, holla at me. Low jockey. Look for this guy wearing these kind of shirts right now. Ooh. I'm wearing these shirts right now. Springtime. Low jockey. Remember, watch that video on naming your LLC. It can help you out. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.